everyone, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Christy, spelled with an E, and here is Lucky, as always, my lovable, fluffy, annoying sidekick. But he knows that and he doesn't care, so that's just how it is, isn't it? This isn't Pet the Lucky time, that's later. We've had a couple of dreary days, some might say, with rain and gray skies. To me, those are my favorite days. I love a nice rainy day. And I've been doing quite a bit of crocheting. If you remember, these can't talk today. If you remember these shorts I made a few days ago, I was working on trying to figure out the perfect shorts pattern, as I had never made shorts before, hadn't even attempted them, and I made about 4 pairs. This was my first pair, and then I ripped it all apart and made this pair, and really like how they came out. And you can see the ones that I'm wearing if Lucky will get off my shoulder. And these are the ones that I made right before I made this pair. Again, not perfect, but for a first attempt, really good. So I've tried a different pattern. If you look at this pair, they're fairly flat across the top. And this pair is not as flat. It has more of a dip in the front. Also, the crotch, if you look at the crotch on this one, it's a little bit different from this one. It's the same stitch, it's a granny stitch. This one has 2 stitches for each granny. This one has 3, so this one is actually like the proper granny square, I guess. But I have been these were the first ones I made a few days ago. And then I made these, slightly different. Especially, I'm gonna come a little closer. The crotch on this one is like that. The crotch on this one is a little bit different. You can see, let me put them up next to each other, trying to explain. So you can see the slight difference in the 2 of them. So like I said, I'm still working on making the perfect pattern. I'm getting there. I have also made these, which are again slightly different. These, I was trying to get the front and the back to fit better, because if they're exactly the same, we all know that your booty is a little bit bigger than your front, unless you have front butt, but that's a whole nother thing in and of itself. So, you remember how these looked. Now I'll put on these so you can see the difference, the new pattern. So one more look. And I'll put these on. So these fit slightly better at the waist because they are, I'll use these to show you, they do have that part that comes up and in on the sides. And they do give a little bit more coverage in the back. Again, I really like them, but I felt like they came down a little too far in the front. So I was trying to figure out how to make them fit all the way around. So, and with crochet, it's not like a pattern where I can just cut a different size. I have to make it and then try it on. And if it doesn't work, then I have to rip it all out and try it again. So that's why I've got 3 different ones, because I've been working, to try and get things slightly different. But the crotch on this one, I wasn't really sure that I liked it. It did make the leg hole slightly smaller. So that's a good thing, We don't want big balloon pants. There is a little bit of a gap, but again, these have not been washed yet. So I don't know if that will change in the wash. But now I'm going to put the next pair on and let you see how the fit has changed slightly with how I did the crotch differently. So here we are with pair number 2. And I like the fit, how they feel. These feel a lot better. They feel like they fit a little bit better than the first pair. but still, again, not entirely perfect. So I did it again, and with this pair, and you'll be able to tell by how I did the pattern, you can see that the front and the back are slightly different. So I cut 2 rows or two rows out of the front and left the back how it was. So you can see that the top, even though the tops and the sides match, because I added 2 rows to the top so the sides would be even, because otherwise I don't know how I would have made those reconcile. But you can see that the bottom part is a little bit longer than the front part. So I think that I have finally found a pattern that is going to work. So again, the second ones, and I really do like these. These I think came out really well. I'm really pleased with them. But let me show you these. These are my favorite by far. I think that these have the best fit out of all of them that I have tried. And I think the way that I did it with the front being slightly smaller than the back really helps with the, how your body is shaped, or how my body is shaped, in order to get a better fit on them. And there's not really a whole lot of gap here on the sides. The only gap I've got is a thigh gap now. And that in itself is a story, because I didn't used to have one, and I didn't think there was a big deal about not having one. Now that I have one, I kind of like it. But these are my finished shorts, and I really like this pattern, and I am going to put a tutorial when I have some more yarn, because I've used up almost all of my yarn making these. But I will put a tutorial up of how I make these shorts, so that if you want to make your own pair, you can do so as well. So here we are, my shorts. I absolutely love them. I love the way they look. I love the way they feel. I definitely feel confident to wear them out. The other ones I thought were maybe a bit short in the back and showed maybe a little too much, but these are just fine. I am totally cool with them. So I just thought I would share that with you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've watched this entire video, give yourself a round of applause. I very much appreciate you sticking around and watching this video and hanging out with me for a bit today. I hope you have a great evening and rest of your day. Whatever time it is that you're watching this, I say evening because it's evening here. Not because it's evening while you're watching it. I have to remember these things sometimes. Sometimes they take a while to upload, especially when the weather is the best. But thank you so much for watching. And if you did like it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing, because you never know what you're going to find on my channel. The one thing you will definitely find is Lucky. Lucky is everywhere. Except he's not here right now. He's probably mad at me that I'm not giving him attention that he would like so very, very much. Have a great day, y'all, and I will catch y'all later. Toodles.